YouTube, this your boy Mr. Extra. Got something coming from y'all today. Got me something. Finna change out on the bike to make my rides a little bit more comfortable, long distance. So, y'all stay tuned for this video install. I installed my KST bars when I first got the bike. They 14 inches, but I need to go up a little bit bigger because it feels like I'm reaching up more when I'm riding versus just sitting back in the saddle and enjoying the ride. So y'all stick around. Got a little install video, and appreciate the like, share, and subscribes. If you don't mind, subscribe to the channel. It'll help us out, try to grow this thing. So yeah, so let's get to work. So these new bars right here are from HandleBarLee, and these are the 20-inch Domino's pullback bar for my 2022 Road Glide Limited. You see, it's how it came packaged, very well protected. It took me about 3 weeks, almost a month, to get these bars back. So yeah, this is what we're gonna be putting on the Road Glide. And some people don't like them because they're pullbacks, but I like them when I tried them out on LT bike. Views on Tube, shout out to him for letting me sit on his bike and seeing how comfortable they were. So we're gonna get somewhat installed today. I'm probably gonna wire these bars up, but I'm gonna run my brake line and my cable line to tomorrow on the bike. So, cause I gotta help one of my buddies tomorrow. So, and today it's Friday night, about 11:37. So this probably gonna be shot over 2 days. So no big deal. But yeah, so we're gonna try to get the wires ran tonight, and then I'm gonna deal with the brake cable and the clutch cable probably sometime tomorrow or either Sunday, whichever. I got time. I got all weekend. So yeah, so we're gonna get this knocked out and knock a little bit out tonight rather, and then I'm gonna go to bed, get up, help my friend in the morning. Let's get to it. And first first thing on this bike is to take this little round bezel off right here, which is a T25. Get that off, disconnect the wires behind it, and then with this the brakes, these 2 bolts right here, mine are different because of this cup holder from Zero. Take this off, let the brake cable and the clutch cable and clutch lever, let all that rest on the side of the bike. And then once I unplug everything from the bars, I think it's 4 bolts up under the speedometer bezel that holds that clamp on for the handlebars. Once I disconnect those, and then I should be able to pull the lines, the wiring out of it, so I can put my extension wires for my new bars on and run them wires up in the bar, and then kind of get that bar set on here. So YouTube, we about to take this little cup holder off right here. Let's get these 2 bolts out and drop this, and should be on to the next step. So I got the 2 screws out the speedometer bezel, dropped the clutch lever and the brake lever. I got this little bezel trim at the bottom right here, and underneath this speedometer bezel there's 2 plugs, one on each side, and you got to get to unplug them. That way you can pull it out. About to do that because you can only pull it so much because that cable is not that long. So these 2 plugs are pretty tight. One of them against the, I run Dakota Digital, so put the plug at the speedometer, and then I got these 3 plugs over here that I have to disconnect over here. So I'm gonna get a little pick tool and press it. So right now I'm just taking off the handlebar clamp. So once you disconnect all your lines, you can kind of pull them out a little easy, see what you got, see what else is left, and then disconnect that one. Look at that. I missed one. No big deal. Got all my bars disconnected. Some of it controls my heated grips, your throttle body wire, and so yeah. So got the KSTs off. So the KST14s on the right, and you have those HandleBarLee domino bars on your left, which is a pretty big difference, 20 inches versus the 14s. And those actually got a arch in them that pulls back. They give you that pullback look. Those KSTs bend back a little bit, but those right there gonna bend back a lot more and have me in a more comfortable position. It's a big difference between 14 and 20. It's tedious work, but I promise you, it looks crazy now, but I promise you, it's gonna work out. So, I done this before, so it's kind of coming back to me a little bit. So pretty much I gotta pull these wires back up through and transfer this side onto this side and fish my wires back through here down on these bars, and I think everything comes out in the middle. Yeah, so it looked like everything coming out in the middle on these bars versus the KSTs, because these adjustable, they pivot on these 2 points. But yeah, I think these bars got to go all the way through, and all the wires come out the middle. Is what it's looking like. It look crazy, but we'll figure it out. These bars need bigger openings on them so you can actually pull all your wires through at one time. And I'm having to stick a finger up in here and kind of work with it, stick a finger in that hole to work with it and get it down. So what I got to do is change the bushings out, which is a 3/4 socket, and this right here is at the bottom right here, and they go into this pinch clamp for your handlebars. They screw into the bottom of these, and they got little bushings in them. And so now you got to swap the bushings out, because you got to get rid of the rubber ones and get a solid one so the bars don't flex. So, and my advice is get a long extension and a little swivel head to get it off on the road glide, because it's tight up under there, and you're gonna have to cut the wheel all the way to the left or the right to get to expose the bolt on it. So yeah, so once we get that, I think we got the clutch lines, the brake lines, and pretty much drop these handlebars on, and that should take care of that. All right, got the Arlen Ness riser bushings in up under this plate right here. Blue Loctite, everything tightened up, and now I gotta run my new brake lines for the bars. So I'm gonna have to take the tank off, and your brake lines are running, this brake line is running, curving up through here, running all the way back to the ABS, which is in that side panel right there. So got to get the bags off. Run a new cable, then the clutch cable also running through there, so it goes straight down to the side right here. So we're gonna have to disconnect all that to run the new clutch lines. We should be able to button this thing up, because them riser bushings there was a little trouble, because they got tight tolerance on them. So you almost need a press to get to it, but I made it work. All right, got the bolts off on the gas tank. It's 4 bolts, 2 in the back, 2 up here around the neck area. This jigger full of gas. I forgot I filled up this bike before I got home from work the other day. Alright. So this brake line, gotta cut a couple zip ties. It got little placeholders that hold them in place. So just gotta get a lot of this stuff out the way and follow this brake line all the way down, which is gonna come right here. We're gonna unloosen that bolt, put the new line in it, run it back up the same way the factory got it, go up under that turn, and then come back up, hook it to this, and then we should be cooking with gas. All right, YouTube. What we got here is got my line ran from the ABS, running back up through the trays, through all the little keepers. Make sure you run it back up the same way the factory. The best thing to do is take a picture of it and run it back up through the neck and then circle back around, and this is your finished product. And now it's time to get this clutch right here, pull it through, which is also going back down in there, but I see that line, the clutch line runs right here on this track. You can see it. And then I got a fat baggers thing on it, so I might just be able to unscrew that and then just bring it up and then switch out my lines and everything. So, and then we might be ready to install the bars after that. We're about 75% done right now. So, yep, we're gonna get that done, get that knocked out, and then we'll have them pullbacks on. All right, got my new clutch lines ran, had to fish them back up through here, come out. Now we should be ready to put the bars on, get all the electricals hooked up, clamp the clutch down. Then I gotta hook this up to the brake reservoir, and then we should be ready to bleed. Yeah, about ready to clamp these bars down, make sure they even out. All right, YouTube, got the brake lines installed. Got the clutch cable, got the line, got the wires hooked up to the bike. I gotta bleed the brakes now, which if I got a video of me bleeding brakes on Grubbs Road Glide, so I ain't gonna show all that to bore you with that. Just go back and watch that video. It's pretty simple if you got a one of the Mighty Vacs that hooks up to the airline. I wish I had somebody here to pour it in the top, but wife's not here today, so it'll be on me today. I've done it before. YouTube, got the bike done. And the pullbacks on the thing. And the 21. What's going on, YouTube? Got finished up with the bars. I ain't had a chance to ride the bike. It's 8:33 Saturday night, so I ain't gonna ride because the deer's been running like crazy lately, especially this time of year. So I ain't gonna ride it tonight, but I am gonna ride it in the morning. You can believe it. So the bike wet. I had to rinse it off because brake fluid, make sure I got all that brake fluid off the bike because that stuff eats paint up. So I'll probably finish up washing it tomorrow, but I just want to wash it a little bit, get some of that brake fluid off that might have dripped out the old line. So yeah, they look good. They look good. I just gotta learn how to ride now. Cause I moved it out the driveway, well, moved it outside, and I was like, oh yeah, that's a wider stance than them KST bars, so I like them. So we're gonna see how they ride tomorrow and finish cleaning the bike up tomorrow. So, yep. So I'll let y'all know how it rolled tomorrow. I'll probably do a little review video, and y'all have a good night. Stay gliding and keep it extra.